Hi everyone, thank you for joining me here at Shanna's Sweets. I'm a Kansas demonstrator and I wanted to show you a little project that I came up with. I had an idea for something I wanted to replicate, something that I could sell in my future craft shows. I like to come up with something new every year. Most of the time I do fall craft shows, but I do have a couple shows that I'm going to do here in the spring, and I need something that would be new and fresh in my shows. I like to sell mostly Stampin' Up! Stuff in my shows, so I'm always looking for things that are new and portable, and I don't sell for very expensive. And I had seen these at Hobby Lobby. I love the little compact size, and I think they're very cute. Of course, I loved the scripture on there, but I'm not going to be selling that in my booth. But I thought this was super cute and adorable, and I thought it would be something easy that I could come up and replicate. So I kind of played with this idea, and I came up with my own little version of this. So and made my own. So I want to show you how I did that. Little flippy notepad. Isn't that cute? So I actually have already cut these up, and I don't have the blank ones. But Dollar Tree has a package of 4 little spiral notebooks. And I just took the package and I removed the spiral off of them. And so I just took some wire snips, cut it off, and then rolled the spiral out. Then I have a more heavy-duty cutter, but I mean, you could use your paper trimmer, and I just took them in half and then used my Carl cutter and cut it at 4.5 inches. But if you don't have a heavy-duty one, you can just, you know, take less paper and do that. My heavy-duty one cuts like 20 sheets at a time. So so this is actually 1.5 of those notepads. So I could get like 3, 2.5 per package. So you can see here I have mini pads already made. So in the book, this is actually the stamp set. It's a bundle. Well, it's 2 different ones, and I'm actually using 3 products from SaleABration. So all these products are from the SaleABration catalog, and I am using the paper that you can get for $50. I am using this stamp set, which is right here. And this is actually a reversible stamp set, so these stamps, you can flip them and get a solid image. One side is the detailed image, and then there's dies also. So this is like this, you can get, you know, if you purchase a big order, you can get rewards, you can get multiple items. So it's, you know, super, if you are going to have some friends order with you, or you're going to purchase a big order, this is a super easy way to get multiple things for yourself, and then reap rewards, because after $150 you're going to get Stampin' Rewards too. And then these are the dies that go along with it. So you're going to have a piece of cardstock that is 3 inches by 11 3/4. And then you're going to score it at 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 7 1/4, and 7 1/2. Okay, and I'm just using my Simply Score tool. You could use the paper trimmer and score it also. All right, now I'm gonna do just go ahead and kind of fold those. Then I have some DSP, and I also am using this punch. I've already punched it out, but this is the decorative ribbon border punch, and I have punched out just a little ribbon here of that measured 2 3/4, and that is exactly the length of my little strip here, which is 2 by 2 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to put just a little bit of glue. So this is going to be my front. So on the back side here, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, and I want my purple side showing, so I'm going to put that on the, I guess I didn't cut this one straight even, so I'll take my little paper snips here and trim that. Okay, and then I have some of the petal pink gold edged ribbon, and I'm just going to put that across the bottom. Okay, so you can choose to put a little more glue or a piece of tape. I found the glue worked okay because I actually used glue for all of these versus, at least for this top one, because I found it was easier to make sure that it went where I wanted it to go. So it's going to go down right here on the front. Because I want that little scallop to go over the edge. Okay? And then this one is going to be, and this one should measure 2 3/4 by 4. All right. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and put my multi-purpose glue right along the inside of this groove. Okay, just like that. All right. Take this. I went ahead and left the back part of that spiral on one of them. Make sure you have it nice and even, okay? And then line it up. Try to make sure it was nice and even, and make sure it is squashed. I mean squashed good. And yes, it should ooze out the side. You actually want to see a little bit of oozing because it makes sure that it's good. Now, I even push really good against the top so that I get a really good connection. And I had a little paper towel here to wipe up the edge. I have a couple clips here. And I clipped these so that, okay, set that aside. And you actually want to leave these clips on. I actually set it aside for like a day and left those clips on because you want that glue to be good and dry, okay? Now, I've got this going ahead, and I have one already done here because I don't want you to have to listen to my paper, but I'm going to show you. I have a piece of thick Whisper White, and I use thick because you want it to, you're going to watercolor, and so you want to make sure you have the good. So I'm using Versamark ink and ink it up, stamp, and then using my white embossing powder, okay. See, white embossing powder, okay, and then I take my heat tool to that, all right, and when you're done, that's what you get. And then I cut it out, all right, so that's what you get after you heat emboss it and you cut it out, all right. I just don't want you to make you listen to that. All right, now I've got rich raspberry. I'm going to squish my pad together so I get a little thing. I got petal pink, squish it together, and granny apple. I keep a bottle of water. Pour me a little bit of water. Then I have a paintbrush. So I'm going to do my leaves. See if I can zoom down a little bit here. And you can dab it a little bit if you feel like. I start at the inside because generally it gets lighter as you go. It will lighten up a little bit as it dries. At first I was not overly thrilled, and then as it set, it looked better. So, and if you let it dry a little bit, you can add more color. And get more layered look. Okay. And then I just wet my brush and the paper to clean it. Or in case I want it to be more diluted. Now, when it came to the pink, I went ahead and did the whole flower to start with. And then I took the berry over it, okay? Because the berry is going to be the rich raspberry is going to be my, kind of my highlight at the bottom. So to start with, I did the whole flower. Okay, so then this is going to be just down here, my highlight. And I did one with markers just to see, and it didn't really make it any more vibrant than the watercoloring. I thought it would be, but it didn't. Unless I just don't practice enough or something, I don't know. So. And then you can kind of speckle if you want a little bit of speckly up in here. Okay, add a little bit more green up in here, a little, I think. I think that's what I'm going to go with right there. Like I said, it will lighten a little bit as it but I'm going to go ahead. Now, I cut this out of the rich razzleberry, and I'm going to layer this. It's got adhesive back on it, but I'm going to layer it right across like that. Take my scissors and just trim it. Okay. And then take some dimensionals. And then this is just going to go like that. But I'm going to leave those clamps on there for a little while. And then this will tuck like that. And there we go. There's another project. So, if you have any questions about how I made this or any of my other projects, I hope you'll message me. If you have any questions about my store or how to join my team, or if you're local and what craft shows I'll be at, I'll be glad to answer that too. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.